Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel again. If you are coming across my channel for the first time, my name is So with Ellen, and on today's tutorial I'll be teaching you guys how to make this Bubu gathers dress with ashoke. I saw it on Instagram and I love it, and if it's something you like to watch, stay tuned to the end to see the end of the video. Thank you. So for this tutorial, I'm going to be using an African print, which is also known as Akara. So you are going to need either 3 to 4 yards depending on your size. So I have this ashoke and I have my lining, my chalk and my scissors. So drafting directly on the fabric. So I came down by 1 inch for my starting line. From that folded angle, I went in by 2 inches. I came down by 2 inches for my neckline. From that folded edge, I will take my shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement is 8. From that 8 inches, I'm going to mark the length of my sleeve, and I use 13 inches. I use 13 inches. So my neckline, my shoulder line, from that shoulder line, I mark 8 inches. From there, I went in by 13 inches to get my sleeve length. From that sleeve length, I came down by 1 inches for my shoulder slope, which I will slant like this to the neckline. I just want to make sure the line is visible, so I've changed the chalk. So from that shoulder slope, I will come down by 10.5 inches for the opening of my sleeve. So I will place my tape on the shoulder line. So I will place my tape on the starting line. I will mark what I have on that sleeve opening. So what I have there is 12 inches. So I will mark it across like this. Sorry, I just noticed that part wasn't showing. So let me explain again. From the shoulder slope, I came down by 10.5 inches for the sleeve opening. So after that, I place my tape on the starting line and I mark what I have there. So what I have there is 12 inches. So I will mark that 12 inches across like this. You can see. So I will place so that line now is now my chest line. So I will place the tape on the starting line. I will measure my hip measurement. My hip is 26. But if you want this the gathers to start below your hip, you can come down like 27 inches. So to depend on what you want, but me, I came down by 26 inches. So that's my sleeve opening. From the shoulder line, from the starting line, I came down by 12 inches. Then I'll place my tape on the starting line to get my hip measurement. So now I'll place my tape on that chest line. I'll divide my chest by 4. My chest is 36 or so. So I divide it by 4. I got 9.2. So I added 4 inches. You see, for this part, you can do what you want. You can add 3 inches, you can add 2 inches. But me, I want it to be free on me. That was why I used 4 inches. Please take note. If you don't like the fitting the way it is on my body, reduce the allowance. So I'll place my tape on my hip measurement. My hip is 41. So I divide my hip by 4. I will add extra 4 inches to it. So I'm going to connect the dot like this. So because it's a bit of a line dress, I added 1.5 inch at the hem line, so I will connect it from that from that place to that point. So from that point, I will curve it like a C curve to meet the sleeve length. So I want to do a cut together pocket. I will go up by 1 inch, and for my sleeve, for my pocket opening, I will use 5.5. You can use 6 inches if you have big hands. For me, 5.5 works for me. So I will just place my hand like this, and I will just use it to mark my sleeve out. I'm sorry guys, that part wasn't showing, but I'll pull it out now. So this is what I did. This is how it looks like. So now is to cut it out. Remember, I added 1.5 inch at the hemline for the a-line effect. So now is to cut it out. Please, if you've watched to this extent, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, share this video. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to drop a comment if you have any question. Thank you guys. So watch closely how I'm cutting this out so that you don't make mistake. This tutorial is supposed to be ready, but because of the national grid that fall, I used almost 3 to 4 days to shoot this video. I'm cutting out the shoulder slope. From there, I will cut out the neckline. This is how it looks like. So this is how it looks like. So now I'm going to place the two fabric together. Remember, we cut both the front and the back the way we fold it. So I'll place it right side facing each other. So I'll go and stitch down the shoulder line. So once I'm done, I'll show you what we have. So I've stitched down the shoulder line. You can see. So now is to get the front neckline. So I came down by 8 inches, 8.5 rather. You can come down by 8 inches. As you can see, I came down by 8.5 inches. So I'm going to carry my ashoke and mark the width of my ashoke. The width of my ashoke is 3 inches. So I'm going to mark 2.5 inch down. So the remaining 5 inches will be for my stitching allowance. Remember, the measurement of the ashoke was folded into 2, so I got 3 inches. If it's not folded, it is 6 inches. So just take note. So I will mark 2 inches down downward, because 2.5 inches downward. The remaining half inch will be for the stitching allowance, both for the ashoke and the fabric. So I'm going to use my ruler to connect the points together. So I'll connect from that point, from that 8.5 down to the neckline. So because it's ashoke, and ashoke can be bulky at times, so I add extra half inch for the neckline. So if you are drafting your neckline, you can use 3.5 inches, so you don't need to do this. You can see I added half inch extra, making 3.5 for the neckline. So I'm going to open it like this and cut out the front neckline. So this is me just reconfirming what I have, the measurement I have there. I want to also reconfirm the neckline. So now is to cut it out. So remember that 8.5 that we mark. Please remember to notch it. It's very important. The 8.5, please remember to notch it. So now is to fix in my ashoke. So I will take the measurement of the sleeve, because we are supposed to add ashoke there, but I don't have enough ashoke, so I will use the down part of the material to cut the length of the measurement that I will have. Then the width will be, I use 2.5 inch. Then I will measure the place I will fix my ashoke. Just keep the measurement down. Also, the midpoint of the back neckline, please notch it also. The two measurement, write it down. So this is me reconfirming the length of my ashoke to see if it's enough. So it's enough for the front part, but I don't have I will not be able to add ashoke to the sleeve. So remember that 8.5 that we notch. So you are going to measure from that 8.5 to the other side. You can see. So you are going to measure from one notch to the other notch. I just hope you guys understand this. Remember we came down by 8.5. So you are going to place your tape there and measure from that place to the other side that you notch also. You can see. So what I have is 27. So what I have is 27. So I'm going to divide that 27 by 2. So I'm going to divide the 27 by 2. 27 divided by 2, I have 13.5. So from the tip, from the folded edge of the ashoke, I will mark 13.5. So I'll go and sew the middle. So if you have lights, just fold your ashoke into two to get that ghetto line, but we don't have lights here. So I'm going to mark the midpoint. At this point, the ruler was not giving me the right measurement, so I just used my free hand. So I'm going to stitch that part down. So you can see I'm done stitching it down. This is what it looks like. So I'm going to just watch closely how I folded it. So I'm going to open it the way I'm doing it, like this. Just follow the way I'm doing it and you will get it. So I'm going to put it on my neck to see if it's not tight, if it's removable, and if it's wearable. So it's okay. It was perfect. So this is like a built up neckline. So I'm going to set it aside and work on the sleeve. So you can see I just added sleeve of 2 inches. The width is 2 inches on the sleeve. So for the ashoke, I'm placing it on the fabric. So for you not to make mistake, use your pin to hold it down first. So I'll use my pin all round. It's better that way, so it will give you it will be easier for you rather. So this is what we have. So this is it after pinning it down. So I'm going to my sewing machine now to sew it round. So this is like the following day because my ring light went down. So I've stitched it down. And this is what we have. You can see how flat it is. So if you have light, please iron it down. So now is to work on the side rope. I don't have enough fabric. I just have these 2 pieces of fabric here. So I'm going to stitch the upper part down. Just measure what will go around your waist. So I'm going to go to my sewing machine now. I'm going to stitch that, close that place and turn it out, just the way we sew belt. Next thing is I'll bring the 2 fabric together like this and try to close the side. As you can see, I'm always using my pin. It's easier that way, and it makes your work look neat. So I think every beginner should do this. So I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. I'm going to pin it down. So now I will measure from my shoulder to where I want the belt to be. I came down by 15.5. You can come down by your waist measurement or your underbust, anyhow you want it. So I'll measure for the other side also 50.5. So I'll notch that part. So Next thing is I will remove the pin from that side and place that belt inside. You can see how I'm placing it. Also be careful so that you don't stitch down the belt. So I will take a 5-inch sewing allowance. So I will go and stitch it. So after stitching is down, I will notch the pocket side, the armhole. I will notch everything so that it can relax it very well. So I will cut out the excess ashoke that is there. So now is to take the round measurement of this dress. So take the round measurement and multiply it by 2 to get your gathers. Multiply it by 2 to get your gathers. So this is another day also. light really feels shaky. So I just thank God that I was able to finish this tutorial. So remember to put the length you are working on. For me, I use 45 because I don't want it short. I want something I can wear to church. So the round measurement of the dress, measure it, measure the round measurement, uh, multiply it by 2. For instance, I think I have 60 something also. I multiply it by 2 for the gathers. So as you can see, I have like 45, 40, I have like 50. By the time I take 1 inch for the gathers and for the folding also, everything left to be around 45. So I've run a long stitch on the material. As you can see, I've done the gathers. So I'm placing the gathers on the fabric. You can see how I place it. So I'm pinning it down so that it will be easier for me to sew. So I'll go to my sewing machine now. I'll go and sew it and get back. I'll show you guys what we have. So I've stitched it down. If you have a serger, please weave it. So this is what I have. So I'll use iron to remove that paper there. So for the opening here for the gathers, I'll just turn it like this and stitch it down. So I think that's all for this tutorial. Please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. I will hem the hemline. Don't forget to share this video. If you have any question, drop it on the comment section and I will reply your question ASAP. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.